Alright guys, I don't know if I'm going to label it part 2, but it's kind of part 2. I'm literally sitting in the same spot. I just filmed a long Dollar Tree haul. It was like over 30 minutes. I showed you guys everything but the books. I did show you guys a lot of children books because I bought a lot of like board books like these. So definitely check out that video. I will link it down below. I thought this would be really good for my classroom. They're also just really good if you have a young child. This is like a 4-piece set. I am caring, I am respectful, I am confident, I am empowered. I'm only saying that because there is some children books in here. It's just a totally different style. I wouldn't even say these are like children. They're more like not young adult, like teenager. But anyway, I scored because I just filmed a Dollar Tree haul like 2 or 3 weeks ago, filled with the book. There was like 15 books. I think I might even surpass that this time. This time of year, back to school time, they will have some amazing novels. So I'm going to show it to you guys. I was planning on reading the synopsis, but I don't want another half-hour video. So I don't know if I'm going to read the synopsis to every single book. But we could talk a little bit about them. I'll just see what words flow out of me. So here's the first one. It's by Lorenzo Cardera. It's Payback. And it is hardcover. The original price was $28. And it says Payback is personal for a former NYPD detective taking on a corrupt cop and a dirty accounting firm in this adrenaline-laced thriller from the #1 New York Times best-selling author of Sleepers and Tin Badges. So that was the first one I got. I mean, come on, $1.25 and it was regularly $28. This one's called The Poison Flood by Jordan Farmer. This was regularly $26, and it says a captivating, gritty, and tender story of a reclusive musician and a local disaster that threatens his small town and upends his clustered life. I don't even know how to say that word. So yeah, I picked that one up. This one says it's the sequel to The House of God, so I will have to buy The House of God. I read the synopsis. It sounded really good. It's kind of like a medical based one. I was like, oh, I kind of wonder if it's medical fiction. So I was like, oh, I wonder if it's gonna be like kind of like a Grey's Anatomy vibe, except I don't think there's like a lot of romance in it. It's more like them trying to be the best hospital. But it's like, I like that kind of stuff, so I think I'll enjoy it. The House of God, I'm gonna assume has the same concept. I'll have to see. But this one's called Man's Fourth Best Hospital. So I'll have to look up how much House of God is on Amazon. But this one was $27. House of God, I'll probably buy the paperback because those are usually cheaper. Honestly, majority of my hardcover books are probably because it's at Dollar Tree. And it's crazy that they end up at Dollar Tree because they're usually more expensive. This one is The Haunting of Falcon House. I thought maybe even Joe would like this one because Joe's not like a huge reader. So if it's like, not that I'm making fun of Joe in any way, but like it's bigger print here and there's like some really cool drawings in here. It's just more Joe's style. So I'm gonna try to see if I can get him to read a book. And this one sounded really, really cute. It's even one I would read. It says when 12-year-old Prince Lev goes to live with his aunt at Falcon House, he takes his rightful place as the heir of the Louvre family estate. Prince Lev dreams of becoming a hero of Russia like his great ancestors. But he'll discover that a terrifying force haunts this house. Will Prince Lev find the courage to defy it and become the hero Russia needs? I think this one doesn't have the price on the inside cover because they always cover it with their Dollar Tree tags, but I can still see through, and it was regularly $15.99. And this is good for like an older kid as well. You guys are definitely going to see some of those. This one looked really good by the cover. Sometimes I do judge a book by its cover. Regularly $16.99. It is by Lena, I think that's how you say it, Hartsecker, the Sea Queen, a novel. This one, I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't even read a synopsis. I kind of just grabbed it because the cover. An exhilarating Viking saga filled with rich history, romantic adventure, and political intrigue. Then we have The Off-Islander by Peter Kultz. This one was regularly $26, and it says in Peter Kultz's gritty, gripping new series set along the New England coast. Ooh, I love stuff that's based around my area. A Boston-born Vietnam veteran and PI is hired to find a missing father, but they may find far more than he bargained for. And it says Boston, 1982. So it's gonna go, it's based on a little bit on the past in the 80s, so that's pretty cool. I see some things in here about Cape Cod. So yeah, definitely a good read for me. Then I have this one that says The Island Child, a novel by Molly Aitken, I believe. Regularly $26.95, and it says it's a spellbinding debut novel, soaring and poignant, and about passion, freedom, motherhood, and the power to shape our destinies. All right, let me go into this next batch. This one is called, this one I didn't even read the synopsis, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't even know how to say the name of it. Terranauts, like astronauts, but Terranauts. An epic story of science, society, sex, and survival from one of the greatest American novelists today. This is by T.C. Boyle. And it talks about it being like 1994 and how there's an experiment going on involving the future of humanity. Kind of sci-fi vibes. I like that kind of stuff. It's been years since I've read a sci-fi. I talked about that recently, and I want to get back into them. So for $1.25, I figured I would try it out. These are some of the like more teenage books I talked about. I might give these to Joe's cousin. I gotta talk to Joe if he thinks she would read them. If not, I can like donate it to somebody. We shall see. But I was like, for $1.25, I'm gonna pick them up. So these are Monster High. 2 of them are Monster High, and 1 is Ever After High. And this one is Kiss and Spell, regularly $13.99. This one is Monster Rescue Go Get Laguna, regularly $9.99. And this one is Monster Major. We don't even have a Major near us. I don't even think I'm pronouncing it right. That's like a store down south. Meyer, is that actually how you say it? I don't know. Whatever. So it had $9.99, went down to $7.49, and then ended up at Dollar Tree for $1.25. So those are the 3. Oh, it says Track Down Twyla. So that is the 3. Oh, and then there was one more teenagery more book, and it's Nancy Drew and the Clue Crew. I used to love Nancy Drew when I was little, so I'm gonna be honest with you, I might read this one. Sometimes you just need something a little fun in between some thrillers, shake up your reading routine. See Inside for a free activity. That's so cute. And this one says number 4, so it lists other cases here. It says crack all these exciting cases with the Clue. I went down memory lane with this one, so I had to get that one. And then I have 2 more, and then I'm going to show you guys 2 recipe books and 2 really unique books. So this one is Gravity is the Thing. I think this was the only paperback, right? Except for the Terranauts. So yeah, these are the only 2 paperback. The rest are all hardcover, other than this little teenage one. This one is by Jacqueline Marotti, if I'm saying it right. And it says, 20 years ago, Abigail's brother Robert went missing one day before his 16th birthday. The same year, she began receiving scattered chapters of a self-help manual, The Guidebook, whose mysterious author promised to make her life soar to heights beyond her wildest dreams. So that I'm not gonna read the whole thing, but that sounds really good. So and this one was $16.99 regularly. Then we have, I'm gonna guess this is some sort of biography. This is from, I know him, he's in Queer Eye. Is it just called Queer Eye, or Queer Eye for the Straight Guy? I'm pretty sure I follow him over on Instagram too. And it's Tan France. He even was in an episode of Love is Blind, right? They had to, or no, not Love is Blind. Yeah, and they had to like make a fashion look or something like that. Fashion and compassion make the man. So yeah. And it's $27.99. I love biographies. I find them super interesting to see how people became who they came. I've read the Tess Holiday one. You guys know I love like plus size models and like plus size representation. I've read the Ashley Graham one. I have in my bookshelf right now the guy that plays Draco Malfoy, Matthew Perry, who plays Chandler in Friends, and I have the girl from iCarly. I'm Glad My Mom Died. I've heard really good things about those 3, so they're in my shelves right now. I will read them one day, and I added this one. I also have a Rob Lowe one I scored at Dollar Tree on my shelves, and I think about it. All right, 2 cookbooks. When I tell people I get some of my cookbooks at Dollar Tree, they are amazed because they're like aesthetic cookbooks. I don't know if these are cookbooks I will actually cook with. I will look through and see. If not, these are aesthetic. Even if you just want to have them as a coffee table book, I actually have a recipe book holder in my kitchen. So sometimes I'll open it and I kind of leave a recipe for the season. Like I have an apple cider one I leave out in the fall. I have like a summer salad one I leave out in the summer. So this is one I may not necessarily cook with it, but it makes good decor for $1.25. I wouldn't buy it if it was expensive. For $1.25, yes. This one says it's delicious, dairy-free, plant-based, and seafood recipes from our kitchen to yours. And the pictures are just beautiful in this book. It's just so like aesthetic. Like how gorgeous is that? So I picked this one up. And then this one, I think I would actually try some of these. It says Juice Manifesto. And it's more than 120 flavor-packed juices, smoothies, and healthful, delicious dishes for the whole family. So it looks like there's smoothie bowls in here as well. So it's not all just like straight smoothies, and I love a good smoothie bowl. So yeah, and there's some salads. So this one I probably will actually read. So this one was regularly $22.95, and this one was regularly $30. Guys, go check out your Dollar Tree. And now these two, I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do with them, but I had to get them. So I might use them as coffee table books, because I do have some coffee table books I currently have. But I couldn't. This is a Disney one. It's A Wrinkle in Time. Regularly $40, guys. $40, and I got it for $1.25. I've actually never watched A Wrinkle in Time. I've heard amazing things. Oh, okay, so the dust cover is exactly what the book is, because sometimes you can take the dust cover off and it'll just be like plain black, and it's good for decorating. But I think this would be a really cool coffee table book. I have like all the Harry Potter ones, like Fantastic Beasts. Those were not $1.20. I actually scored those at Five Below, which I thought was still a good deal. And I have on the top of my bookshelf, I have like a little Harry Potter section. But I think this would be a really good coffee table book. Or if you know someone who is a huge Wrinkle in Time fan, $1.25. $40, guys. Come on. And then this one is by National Geographic. I think they covered what the real price was. $16.95, so not as expensive. Oh, same thing. The dust cover just matches the book. And it's Blackbeard, the Pirate King. And I actually did open it. And it is kind of like just a bunch of short stories. And not even stories, poems. Like piracy runs aground. And that's it. It's like one cute little poem. The Battle of whatever. One talks about like being in the sea. It has really cool photos. Again, I think this would make a really interesting, cool coffee table book. So that is what I picked these up for, unless I can think of someone I'd be like, oh my god, they would love that. Then, you know, I can like give it to them. Like I said, I gotta find out about the Monster High ones. But yeah, I scored in that dollar section again, guys, especially these. These like really got my attention when I walked in. I couldn't believe how many hardcover I got. But yeah, that is it for this haul. Let me know if you've ever scored books like this at your Dollar Tree. If you want any more detail on a specific book, author, comment down below. I will 100% do that for you guys. Wow, I didn't even know Oprah. Is that Reese Witherspoon? I gotta look up A Wrinkle in Time. I have Disney Plus. Why aren't I watching this? I'm just curious, because I know sometimes it's like more like the making of the movie, and other times it's like the actual story. So, oh, I think it's more the making of the movie. So that's pretty cool. I will actually flip through this and read it. And there's like a lot of pictures. Oh, is that Mindy Kaling? Ooh, okay. Anyway. Let me know, like I said, let me know if you ever scored books like this at Dollar Tree. You guys know I do hauls and unboxings on Mondays and Tuesdays. I do What's Up Wednesday, Book Club Thursday, reviews or vlogs on Friday, Outfits of the Week on Saturday, and Self-Care Sunday. So if any of that sounds good to you, definitely consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell. I will link part 1, everything that but the books, which this day was an amazing day. I spent like over $130. I scored some really cool, unique finds outside of these books. Like truly, I am looking around and there was so much good stuff that day. Sometimes you just score. So definitely go check out that video. Like I said, it will be linked down below. Comment down below, let me know what your favorite book was. Have you ever, like I said, if you scored books like this at Dollar Tree before, have you scored like recipe books or coffee table books or anything like that? That is it for this video, guys, and be safe.